Hi guys, welcome back to Hairdryer Treatment with me, Soph. Richard's Ramble is back today. And yeah, I'm going to dive straight into some of the topics that I've already discussed. And hi guys, who are tuning in. Obviously, Champions League final is tonight. There's no getting by. Yes, I'm a United fan and we're nowhere near that, but I think it's pretty obvious who I'm going to be supporting today. Yeah, I'm a massive Spurs fan just for this evening. And I've got to be honest with you, I'm not fully expecting Spurs to get the result that I want. I'm not expecting Spurs to win. They're definitely underdogs. And if you look at the media and the hype going into this game, it's all been about Liverpool, 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 to the point that you actually forget who they're even playing against, which I think is disrespectful towards Spurs. But I'm excited and nervous for the final because, like I said, I'm going to be supporting Spurs tonight. I do genuinely believe that Liverpool are going to win it. I think their name is already on the trophy. However, speaking to some Liverpool fans, that's not the opinion of those guys. They're definitely very nervous for this one, especially being against Spurs as well. I think they're very nervous and very wary of the fact that Spurs, obviously, they had to come back against Ajax. They proved themselves a little bit. And I think, yes, I want Liverpool to win. No, rewind that. I don't want Liverpool to win. However, I can see that completely happening. I'm a United fan massively, and it kills me the thought of that. But I think deep down, Liverpool fans would have rather have had the league this season rather than the Champions League. So I think it's one of them. I think you have to say, like, the way they've played this season, the comeback obviously against Barcelona as well. I think someone's going to click that me saying I want Liverpool to win now. I can just see it happening. I definitely want Spurs to do it, but I just can't see it happening. I can't see anyone beating Liverpool. They'll definitely be up for this one. That's all they're going to play for now. See what some of you guys are saying. We're all Spurs tonight. Exactly, we're all Spurs tonight. Spurs will win, Sophie. Look at their run, it's amazing. I hope you're right, I really do. I just can't see. I think Liverpool, like I said, have got nothing else to play for now. They obviously missed out on the league, and I just can't see them letting this one slip out of their hands. Obviously, the 2 consecutive Champions League finals, you have to say, is impressive. It really is. But as I've already said, I've been speaking to Liverpool fans, and they are very nervous for this one. And I just want to touch up on something very special. Football, obviously, we all love it, but some things are more important. And I just want to say, obviously, Jose Antonio Reyes, rest in peace, and condolences to his family. Such a tragic event was happening with him, so I'm trying to send out love to his family. So yeah, rest in peace, Reyes. Some things are bigger than football. This is definitely one of them things, and I think sending all my love to the family and obviously thoughts at this time. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that first as well early on, because that shocked me earlier seeing that. Yes, he was an Arsenal. I've seen some tweets saying, "Oh, he was an Arsenal player." Doesn't matter who he played for. He was a top player, definitely a true professional, and he always seemed like an absolute gent. So yeah, send him my love to his family anyway. Let's move on to the football. Reckon Kane will play for Spurs tonight. I think he will. I think if your captain is fit and ready, then he will play regardless. I genuinely do think that Kane will play tonight. Hi Paul, hi Simon. Wolves AB says Simon. Duty to Entertain, love the chat, love the mods too. So thank you, Duty to Entertain, Mr. E's in the chat. Hope you're good. Alison to concede a shocker like Carriers. I would love that to happen. Cameron, I hope you are right because I think that would be absolutely fantastic. But again, I've got to say that Alisson is a very, very good keeper, and I can't see it happening. But I couldn't see Liverpool coming back against Barcelona. I couldn't see Spurs coming back against Ajax. So what do I know? Fingers crossed I get it wrong and Spurs do get the win tonight. That's what I'm praying for. So in terms of my score prediction, what I want to happen, Spurs win. But what I think will happen, I think Liverpool are going to come out on top of this one. I still think it'll be pretty close though, so I'm going to say a 2-1 win. 2-1 Liverpool win in this one. I think both teams will score. I think it's going to be an entertaining watch, but I just think Liverpool will come out on top. That's my genuine prediction. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you predict for tonight's game. Pancake says, where is Ramos when we need him? What a shock. Ramos is staying at Real Madrid now after all this talk of him leaving. He's staying at Real Madrid. Simon says 3-1 to Liverpool. Some talk about the Lionesses. I'll get onto that in a minute. Don't worry. Hi, Soph. Hope you're good and hope Liverpool get beat. Me too. Shout out to the West Midlands crew, says Gaza. Thank God Ramos isn't coming to my club, says Roberto. Obviously, Roberto is a Juventus fan, I believe, so he's glad he isn't going there. It's certainly an indication of how far we have fallen to hope our greatest rival falls in the final, so we can have a... You know what, though? Rivalry, it runs deep, and of course you're going to support against your nearest rival, Liverpool. Of course I'm going to cheer for Spurs. I'm not going to cheer for Liverpool. That's just not going to happen. Last year Last year was a tough one because obviously you had Real Madrid and Liverpool, both teams who, yeah, we're not massive fans of. However, I just can't be looking for Liverpool winning the Champions League or the league or anything by any means. So I know people will be upset by that, but for me the rivalry just runs too deep to even say that. So yeah, I'm not going to cheer for Liverpool. Marcus says that you're not swimming today. That's on my other video, guys. If you're confused by what Marcus is referring to there, check out my Twitter because you'll see the clip on there, and also my video from the other day regarding to the boxer's pose. Yeah, go and check it out. It made me laugh anyway. When did I get my tattoo? I got my tattoo 2 years ago, I believe. 2 years. No boxing. So today says Paul. No boxing today. I think you could tell that I'm definitely not a boxer. Definitely not a golf player. The only thing I probably looked natural at was football, and that was about it. Oh, hey, you have a shirt that says Sophrichox. I just noticed now. I do have a shirt that says Sophrichox. I do have a shirt. A lot of people saying that was my my brainwave changing my name to Sophrichox. I was quite proud of that one, to be fair. Soph will be doing the swimming after the Spurs. Tell you what, yes, if Spurs, that's a deal, Stephen. If Spurs win tonight, I'll do a fresh clip of me swimming and put it onto Twitter as a celebration. That's a deal. I'll do that. Roberto says, show us your boxing technique. Go and watch that video. Just go and watch that video. Soph's a sprinter for sure. I don't know about that one as well. To be fair, the pose was decent, but then when I get moving, I'm not very fast. I wouldn't say I'm a sprinter. Definitely not. You get the 99 retro kit. I see. I do. If you guys have me on Instagram as well, I did find another oldish kit yesterday, one from the Van Persie era, and I put it on my Instagram and asked people if they recognised it. So go and check that one out as well. Spurs need to be Spursy in order to lift that trophy. What do you mean by Spursy though? Because I think it's a bit, when you look at Spurs when they played against City, they kind of went at them and they obviously caused them a lot of trouble, especially on the counter attack with the likes of Son. And I think that's the way they need to play today. I think obviously they're going to have to try and frustrate Liverpool, try and stay intact defensively, but I think on the counter attack they can definitely cause some trouble with Son going forwards. Obviously, if Kane's coming back, it kind of gives me mixed opinions because I kind of think that Harry Kane, I wouldn't say he hinders Spurs, but Spurs seem to play better or more expansive football when he isn't playing, if that makes sense. They have more pace going forwards. Obviously, they're not relying on playing into the feet of Harry Kane as much. There's no denying Harry Kane's ability. Obviously, he's a quality finisher, one of the best strikers in the world. I'm not denying that, but I'm just saying Spurs play differently when he's not there. And I don't know if that's going to impact on the game tonight. I do think that if Harry Kane is fit, he will play because he's the captain at the end of the day and he should play. And I do think that he will play, but I genuinely believe that when he isn't playing, Spurs play differently. They play more expansive. They have the likes of Lucas and obviously Son with their pace going forwards. And I do think that pace going forwards can cause Liverpool some issues today, especially with the fullbacks bombing on forwards. So yeah, it definitely will be an interesting watch, and I think that'll be the way that Spurs will play today. They'll try and frustrate Liverpool and try and get them on the counter attack. And if a chance does fall to Harry Kane, I think he'll put it away, and that's why he needs to play. Lucas Moura is more of a threat than Kane, says Pankaj. Marcus says, is Harry Kane fit? I saw rumours that he was fit. I don't know if it's been confirmed. I genuinely believe that if he is fit, he will play. And like I say, if a chance falls to him, then he'll finish it. If it's true that he is fit, he will start, but I guess it depends on how fit he is. I believe that he's at least going to make the bench, whether he'll obviously make the starting 11, I'm not sure, but it's definitely going to determine the outcome of the game for me. I think that if it's more a counter-attack game, then I think it'll suit Spurs definitely to try and frustrate Liverpool. But if it's going to be end-to-end, then I think Liverpool would just batter them, to be honest with you. I think if it's end-to-end, it's a very open game. Liverpool's front three are fantastic, and I just genuinely think they will outscore Spurs, which is why I said both teams will score, but I think Liverpool are going to score more goals. Get your predictions in, guys. I've given you mine. 2-1 Liverpool is mine. Let me know what you guys think, but I can't see anything but a Liverpool win is what I'm going to say. Also, I've mentioned, obviously, United already in this video. In terms of signings, we still haven't signed anybody. Who do you guys think we're going to be looking at? Obviously, De Ligt rumours are still circulating. I still stick to what I said in my last Richards Ramble. I don't think we're going to get De Ligt. I cannot see him coming to United. But there are rumours that, of course, De Ligt is too expensive for Barcelona. They don't want to match what he wants in terms of demands. United are the only club who can match those demands. And some of the figures that were battered around were absolutely ridiculous. So I guess my question to you guys is, do you think that De Ligt should be the signing that we make, especially in terms of the money that we're rumoured to be talking about? Or is there someone else who you'd rather get instead of him? Now, I've already said De Ligt for me is for sure one of the best, and he will become one of, if not the best centre-backs in the world. I think he's a heck of a talent. I think he's phenomenal. He's definitely a leader, and I would love him at United. But the money that's being talked about is obviously it's incredible, really. And if his demands are so high, does that mean that he's only coming to United for the money? We've already said we don't want Galacticos who are only attracted to the club for the money. We want players who are passionate about the club and playing for the badge at United. If De Ligt is just going to come and get a paycheck and for a few years and then leave, is that what you guys want, or do you want someone who's going to come in, maybe a youngster, maybe someone who's gone under the radar, a bit like we did obviously with the likes of Delo? No one had really heard of him before. I know he's only 19, De Ligt, and like I say, he's already captain for Ajax. He's already proven his leadership qualities, but is he there because he wants to play for United, or is he going to be there purely for the money? And that's now the query that I've got, because we've already said we don't want players who are going to be like mercenaries, that we've already said. And we've already said we don't want players who are going to be on a heck of a wage. Alexis Sanchez, for example, and then turn out not to be worth it, turn out to be a failure of a deal. So, yeah, obviously it's a different situation with Sanchez and De Ligt, because De Ligt is very talented, he's very young. We'll definitely be able to sell him on, whereas Sanchez we're kind of lumbered with at the minute because nobody will want to play that. But for me, I'd say, you know what, people go, oh, it's not my money. Technically, it's club's money, isn't it? We want signings to happen. De Ligt is a fantastic player, but why would we want to come to Europa League football unless it was for the money? And that's the big query that I have. Ronaldo was a gamble as well. I completely agree with that. Duty to Entertain says the word challenge is used. Is that United make us challenge once again, or a challenge to get us into Barca's first team? That's the toughie. Yeah, it is a tough one. Is it a challenge for him to break into the first team of Barcelona, or a challenge to get Man United back where they should be? It definitely is a tough one. I would love to live in a United shirt. It's just the money worries me at the minute, whether that money shouldn't be the biggest pull at the end of the day. I know it is with a lot of footballers, but it shouldn't be. But it's a very good point by James Arnold. It says every transfer is definitely a gamble. And at the minute for United it is. But you've got to say it's probably a bigger gamble, because we've already seen we're falling further and further behind the top clubs, the likes of City, the likes of Liverpool, even the likes of Spurs. Signings need to be made now in order to make us a better team. We do not want signings that are going to hinder us, or we don't want to waste money really where it doesn't need to be wasted. So I think these signings now, Ollie, we already know he's got a massive, massive job in his hands, and it's got to start this transfer window. So it's intriguing. It's definitely intriguing. Obviously, there's rumours that James will be signing very soon. I know his father passed away. I sent my condolences in the last video, which is apparently hindering, obviously, the deal. Again, I'm excited at his signing. I think that's the kind of deal we need to make. And a lot of people are writing him off because he's a big name. He's undoubtedly very talented. He's absolutely rapid. And I'm excited for the prospect of James playing for United next season. So I'm happy with that. But then we need to look at Lukaku, rumoured apparently to be wanted by Conte at Inter Milan. If that deal happens, we then need to surely sign someone with a bit of quality up front, because we can't rely on Rashford. I absolutely love Marcus Rashford, but we cannot rely on him to stick the ball in the back of the net week in, week out. So I think it's very interesting, to be honest with you, what's going to happen in terms of our forward line if Lukaku does go, if that is the truth. I've already said what I believe about Lukaku. I think that I wouldn't hold him back if he wanted to go. I know I've been very harsh on him, but the truth is he can finish, and he can definitely finish. However, he needs 10 chances to finish, maybe 2, which isn't quite good enough for United. But also, I think as a United centre forward, you need to be able to have the link up play. You need to be able to hold the ball up and obviously link up the play. And he cannot do that, Lukaku. We've already spoke about his first touch many times. He's just simply not good enough to do that. It doesn't play like he used to play at Everton, where he could run into the channels, because let's face it, teams play against United very differently. And so I just think that he doesn't really fit into the United style of play. I think that's affected Lukaku's performances, and I genuinely believe that. I also think he's a confidence player, and he's obviously lost a lot of confidence. A lot of people believe he's put a lot of weight on as well, whether it's muscle or what, but he's just not the same player as he was at Everton. And I think the style of play has hindered that, definitely. So if Lukaku was offered to go, I would let him go. He's already spoken about his desire to play in Italy, so I wouldn't hold him back, but only if obviously we sign a striker to fill his boots, because no way can Rashford do that week in, week out. He's just not consistent enough. Mad Marcus says, I thought Rashford was good enough to lead the line. Boy, was I wrong. Exactly. You know what? In glimpses, Rashford has proved it. Like the goal against Spurs, for example, last season. Pogba's beautiful long ball. Rashford finished from a tight angle. That's the kind of Marcus Rashford we want to see. But let's face it, he doesn't do that enough, does he? He doesn't finish chances like that enough. Rashford, I think, when he runs into the channels, he's a nightmare to play against, don't get me wrong, but we need someone who's going to be able to finish more consistently in front of goal, as well as him. I'm not saying I don't want Rashford to play for United or he's not good enough, because I don't agree with that. I think, he's been in bad form, yes, but I also think he must be an absolute nightmare to play against, and his pace is very skillful as well. Just that he can't be a free kick taker anymore. I will stick to that. Lukaku swap over Cardi. I would take that. Benbo says, when's the career mode? So I finished my first career mode. We won the league. I'm now in a situation where I'm going to try and work out how to play against some subscribers. Might start off by playing against some people that I know, so you guys can see it, and then interact with some of you guys. Ask on Twitter subscribers to play me, and obviously we'll stream that live. Also, I might do another stream where it's a legendary, because obviously I did it on World Class last time, so I'll play a legendary career mode and see how I fare in that one. I did play the last 2 games legendary and I won, so we'll see how that one fares. Rashford or Sophie on free kick, says Roberto. I'll probably pick Rashford over me still, however, surely there's better choices out there. Re-sign Dwight York, 30 goals confirmed. Re-sign Harry Kane, what am I talking about? Re-sign David Beckham, definitely. That guy can still play, even at his age now, for sure. He definitely can. I am on PS4, Benbo, yes. Gigs FC said, what do you think of Wan-Bissaka? He's definitely another player that I would love to sign. Obviously, he's at Palace at the minute. He's a fullback. We need to strengthen our fullback position. We do not want Ashley Young walking out as captain next season in the fullback position. So Wan-Bissaka would be up there as probably my top choice to get at fullback. I think going forward is very, very exciting. I think you need some coaching in terms of defensively, but I've definitely one for the future. And again, he's the kind of signing we should be looking at. Michael Jones says Ruben Neves. Now, on the Neves front, it's gone a bit quiet, hasn't it? Obviously, halfway through the season, a lot of people hyping up saying, "No, Man City are going to get him, United are going to get him, even Liverpool are going to get him." But since then, it's kind of died down a little bit around Ruben Neves. I would definitely take him at United. I think his kind of passing ability, with the likes of Rashford running into the channels and another class striker, not Lukaku, it could be devastating. And I think, again, he's been captain of a club from a young age. I would definitely take him at United, but it has gone very quiet recently. Michael says Scholes could still play better than some of the United squad. Definitely. Yep, Stam. Forget all this delete talk. Let's bring Stam back, because he was absolutely brutal in the reunion game the other day. What is your thoughts on United women's new signings, should I say? They've obviously made multiple, not just one. United women next season is definitely going to be a big test, obviously going up into the Super League. I'm excited for the derby, the Manchester derby next season, and I'm not referring to the men, I'm referring to the women, because I think it's going to be really exciting. They were definitely far too good for the league last season. They definitely needed to get promoted, and I think it's going to be an interesting one, because obviously we had internationals playing for United last season in the league below. They're going to be up against other internationals in this league, and I think it's going to be more of a test for them. They're not going to boss it, definitely not going to boss it like they did last season. So it's going to be intriguing, and in terms of the signings, very, very exciting signings. Hopefully they're going to make a few more as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the women's season. I really am. Lukaku better than Martial, don't care what anyone says. You know what, on his day though, you have to say Martial is quality. You can't say Lukaku is better than Martial. I have to disagree with that one. I think Martial's attitude seems a bit of an issue. He seems very lazy, but I think when he's on the ball, literally, when he's on a good day, he's absolutely fantastic. So do you think Hippier would have been a great defender if he had the aggressiveness in him? He was a talented tackler. Sami Hippier was a very talented defender. He's up there with the greats. Not so sure about that, but he was definitely a very, very talented defender. Phil Jones is still better though. That's sarcasm. Thoughts on a director of football role? That's meant to be going on at Man United. We definitely need a director of football. Like I said, Van der Sar would have been the one I'd be looking at, because obviously he knows the club. He's also had some experience in the role at Ajax. And look at the brand of football they're playing, and the likes The kind of signings they made as well, I think is interesting. So I think Van der Sar would have been my number one. But there's many names that have been mentioned. We definitely need a director of football because our scouting has been an absolute shambles over the last few years. And like I've said earlier in the video, we're falling further and further behind the top clubs. Something needs to happen to get us back to the top, and I think it needs to start from the top. It really does. It's not all down to the manager. It's not all down to the players. There's a core problem at United. There's a mentality problem as well. Definitely. I'm going to end the video by discussing the Lionesses. Obviously, the World Cup starts on the 9th. For us, the first game, Scotland, interesting. And today, the Lionesses obviously lost to New Zealand 1-0. I think they've had a bit of a disappointing run of games leading up to this World Cup. I went to the Denmark game as well, and I don't think they played well. Obviously, they got the win, but 2-0 win it was. Didn't really play amazing and well. Could have easily conceded in that game as well. So I think it hasn't been the best running going into the World Cup. However, I still believe that this England team, this Lionesses team, is good enough to win it, and I genuinely believe that we stand in good stead to win the World Cup this year. So fingers crossed for the Lionesses. I just want to obviously wish them all the best. I will definitely be tuning in, definitely be giving you guys some coverage as well. Going to be linked up with Megan and discussing what's going to be going on with that. So we'll do some streams, maybe even, if I can, I'll try and get to a game because it's in France, of course, but I am at work, so it's a bit difficult for me. But on the 9th, they're playing against Scotland. Massive, massive game. And I genuinely believe that we can win it. So make sure you guys all tune in as well and watch the Lionesses games because they are the pride of the country at the minute. Man United women are the pride of Manchester. Go and tune in. Alex Greenwood will be playing as well. Gaza says, can you give a shout out to my little Livy? She's 7. Hi, Livy. Hope you're good. Jack Ramsey says, hi, Sophie, you all right? I'm very good, thank you. Glory, glory, Tottenham Hotspur says, get my words out. Tottenham Hotspur says, Ian, glory, glory indeed. Fingers crossed that Spurs bring it home tonight. But as I've already said, my prediction is a Liverpool win. I do not want that to happen though. Praying that Klopp is a flop again. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Roberto, thank you, and have a good evening. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy the Champions League final as much as you can as well tonight, of course. I see people asking to add me on PS4. That'll be done at a later date when I actually decide what's going to happen. And I'll interact with you guys on what's going to happen with my FIFA streams. But thank you all for tuning in. Mad Marcus, thank you for modding as well. I appreciate it. Have a lovely Saturday. Enjoy the final. Take care. Cheers, guys.